I'm back, like the poltergeists. I've come to haunt you. I'm going to brought you another painting. This painting is a very old painting. This painting is called Pollution. It's an acrylic on canvas. It's a 14 by 18. And I painted this way back in 1971. But it's actually, even though I painted it back in 1971, it's probably more current now than it was then. And then things were bad. Well, they were back in 1971. Things were good compared to now, and things aren't even that bad now. Just people think it is. It's all in perspective of your mind. But anyway, this is called Pollution, and it's about. If we start from one side, it's about industrial waste pouring into the water. It's about killing the fish, which is killing the environment. It's about human waste, which is discarded materials that are thrown away. Sometimes they're thrown away in junkyards or dumps, but a lot of people just throw it alongside the highway and the road and litter the environment. They don't care. They think it's a cool thing to, well, it's all about money. They don't want to have to spend any money to get rid of their garbage. So they let it get into the environment and everybody else has to take care of it. That's what this painting is basically about, pollution. So there's all this garbage, wore out tires, batteries, tin cans, bottles, you name it, it's there. It's all hanging out, and in the background here is industrial complex spewing toxins into the air, creating the environment. And another thing that almost brings this painting up to date, here's an aircraft, a jet aircraft up here with all this stuff coming out of the back of it. Well, there's these chemtrails now with all this aluminum stuff that they put in the air and all this stuff that they're pouring around. I mean, they purposely add to the pollution. It's not just a matter of what you non-thinkingly do, it's what you're doing on purpose. And so the system has a way of doing things on purpose to, for whatever the reasons. Maybe it's population control, maybe we'll breathe it down and we'll shorten our lives. Whatever the case may be, this painting is very current, even though I did it back in 1971. And I've done a lot of other paintings way before this, but I don't always have them to show anymore because they've all went down the line. But anyway, back to the painting. Over here is an oil rig pumping oil out of, and here's the oil towers, and they're pumping oil out of the ground. And here you got dead bird with his feet up in the air, and from the air pollution. And now let's get to the human being. Well, the human being is a genetic freak. He was probably born somewhat like this from all this pollution. Maybe you might not see the genetics now, but down the line, it has a way of tearing and working on the body. Besides the sores and lesions and the sagging of the flesh that is rotting off of the bones, why all this additives that you have in your food and things that you're taking in your system, that the system is given to you to put it into your system to deteriorate. Well, this guy is definitely deteriorating. And he's reaching out. He wants to grab the elite or whoever that's doing this to him and pass it on. I don't think he doesn't look like to me he's asking for help. He looks like to me that he's looking for some revenge, reaching out saying, well, I'm going to take you along with me. So that's what this is about. Here he is, just a sagging and a hanging, lesions all over the place. He was genetically born a freak. He's born into this environment of pollution. And like I said, I did this back in 1971. And it just, things are just, keeps on going. Like our oceans have these big garbage can wastes that floating on the ocean. The fish are dying. Well, they're dying. Here they are all dead already. We started killing them back way before 1971. So,
can you tell me something about his face?
well, he's a blue-eyed redhead. You can see he's got blue eyes.
Oh,
and he's got this perfect smile with the teeth hanging down here.
oh my God.
He's got these sores and lesions on his cheeks here. His brains are starting to hang out of his skull because his the skull is rotting away. He doesn't have any hair on his head. Kind of like me. See, maybe that's what I don't have any hair in my head too. It might be caused by pollution. I doubt it. It was probably genetic in my case, but in his case, it's pollution. Big sores and open sores on his hands. His bones are sticking out through his thumbs.
Oh.
His bones are sticking out in his shins of his legs. Well, he doesn't have. I don't know. I do know what sex it is. He has a chest that is just hanging and a dragging. And here's bones out of his thumbs again and his fingers.
Oh, yeah.
He's what a lot of people look like nowadays. You just don't see it on the outside, but on the inside, all this stuff that you're taking in, this environment, things that you're breathing, the fracking of the earth, all the things that's going on is has taken a toll on. It takes a toll on everybody unless you're living in some ivory tower away with food tasters because you're the elite. Well, this guy's definitely not the elite. He's just a common human being that is caught into the system of all this garbage and all the garbage that's going on in the world, all this weird garbage. And there it is. And it says right here in the newspaper, pollution. But see, that's the thing is people, everybody is aware of it, but nobody wants to do nothing about it. So this is what the state should get in by not doing anything. This is what's happening to you. This is what's happening to everything around you. It's not, you might not look in the mirror and see this right now, but I bet you if you down the road look inside, and this is what you're going to be finding. Any other questions? Well, we'll not have any more questions. This is explanatory in itself. Well, anyway.
Oh, what kind of a frame does it have?
A falling apart frame that fits the pollution. This frame I built myself years ago, but because of the eons of time that has went by, this painting has never came out of this frame. The frame is slowly parting at the edges and stuff, but it's part of the piece. So anybody who wants this will have to take the frame as it is because it's part of the artwork. It's falling apart. But the canvas is in good condition. The paint's in good condition.
So the frame's just perfect for painting itself.
Yes.
Wonderful.
I want a perfect frame on that because it's not nothing in here is going on that is perfect. Oh, anyway, that's it for now. And so stay up to date with us, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel by pushing the little red button on the bottom of your screen. And we'll see you again. I'll see you, well, you'll see me before I see you. You have a good one. Bye-bye.